What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. I'm Ron. How are we doing? We're getting nice, close, and personal. For those of you guys out here that are in the live stream, say what's up, what's good. For those of you guys that are out here watching in post when this gets uploaded afterwards, how's it going, fellas? Now, appreciate everybody in the chat. We got the boys, DKB, W. We got Brock. Let's go a Juan stream. Love to see it. Juan with Tuert. How are we doing, fellas? If you're in here, let me know in the chat. Say what's up. Say what's good. Say hello. But I owe you guys a little bit of an explanation. I haven't been posting videos. I haven't been posting videos consistently since February now? Or no, it's literally February now, but January, early January. Now, on the back end, I've been talking to you guys about this. I've been working on models, wide receiver models, doing business stuff like designing merch. We have that coming soon. Talking with, accountants, tax guys, business stuff on the back end. So content has definitely slowed down. So I wanted to hop on here, give you guys a little bit of an explanation, give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of what I've been working on, and then also let you guys know what is coming in the future. And we'll do a nice little rookie mock draft just to get things started. But we're going to be going back, to almost daily, probably somewhere in the 5, 6, 7 videos a week category once I get all these models finished and once pretty much by the time the combine starts. So I want to say the combine starts next week, ends that Monday. The goal would be, let me look at the calendar real quick. So what day is it today? So today is February 22nd. Next week is the combine. So by the absolute latest, the goal is to start posting almost daily by March 14th, but possibly the week of the 7th through the 11th start posting again. And that's because I wanted to take a step back and really kind of refine my process, because there were guys that kind of fell through the cracks for me in terms of these wide receivers, just in terms of players in general. I want to kind of, I feel like because I have the luxury of having the time to sit back and create models and create a refined process so that we can really, zero in on what exactly went wrong here, that takes some time. So I've been building the model. Tomorrow I'm going to start the running back model. We're going to get that in place, and that'll allow us some really cool sophomore comp type videos. The prospect grades will be really cool to go over. It'll be really cool stuff on the Patreon. Now, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek at the model itself before we hop into a nice little rookie draft here. How's it going, fellas? What's good? What's up, Harrison? Now here, I did a little thread on Twitter I wanted to show you guys real quick. Now, I don't know what's going to happen once I show you guys my screen. Hope nothing really gets spoiled. All right, but here we are. Maybe, should I go closer? I'll do 100%. All right, so that's actually perfect. So here's the little thread I did, and these are the wide receivers that qualified for Legendary. Now, the model in general, it takes into account a bunch of numbers. I'm telling you, I didn't finish this until 5 a.m. Sunday night. Sunday night at 5 a.m. is when I finally finished this, got it all together. It has a nice little R squared of 0.44 from its grade to first 3 years points per game, and draft capital is 0.3. So it's a pretty strong model. Now, every player that graded out above a 10, I think, has hit a top 24 season at a 100% rate. These are all those guys, the legendary wide receivers. Now, what happens when I pull this up? Now, perfect. So we get Julio, Calvin Johnson, Chase, Green, Des Bryant, OBJ, just a bunch of studs on this list. This is literally just ordered by what the grades are in the system. So Julio is the wide receiver 1 that has ever graced this Excel sheet. But it's really cool. We're going to be applying Legendary through Bronze. And I even pulled up, I want to say that these are draft classes 2020 to 2018. I wanted to pull up for you guys, where it goes from Legendary, Elite, Gold, Silver, all the way down to Bronze. Well, let me pull that to the side here. And this is kind of just like Madden Ultimate Team, where it goes from Legendary, Elite, Gold, Silver, and each of these have hit rates from top 24 seasons. So Legendary has top 24 at 100%, Elite has top 24 at 75%. So 75% of the players that are Elite hit a top 24 season. Gold is 50%, Silver 25%, and Bronze is 5%. So we're going to be applying this forward to this draft class, to last draft class. It's going to be incorporated the prospect tiers into sophomore comp. So a lot of cool stuff on the way. And I just wanted to show you guys just the absolute, just the magnitude of this database. Now, this is going to all be available on the Patreon at some point once I'm finished, and I can put it out to the public, whatever. But I just wanted to give you guys a nice little view at what we had cooking here. So now let's hop on Sleeper, run up a mock draft. Again, the Patreon link is in the description, but I'm going to put it in the chat real quick. But all that is going to be on the way. I'm even going to go through, do sophomore comps individually for every player, screenshot them, put them in the Discord. I already have the prospect grades for this class out, which is really, really interesting. All right, let me put a link to the Patreon in the chat, and then we'll get a mock draft going. And I'll put a sleeper link in there too. Now, I hope this whole video is supposed to be a rookie mock draft, but I wonder if we can even do rookie mocks at this point yet. Can we do rookie mock drafts? Yeah, let's do rookies only. And I know people usually do linear because like that's what rookie mock drafts, like that's what rookie drafts are. But if we're literally just doing it for fun, let's just do Snake. We'll do Snake, Dynasty 2 QB, 12 teams, go 60-second timer. What, we'll go 4 rounds? Is it? I hope that saves. All right, so we'll just go with like, can we just go with like 4 SUPERFLEX spots? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I think this should be good. I think it should work. Now, what do we think? Do we think 4 rounds is about, like, do we not have enough information for 4 rounds? Should we go 3? What are we saying? And once everyone comes in, I'll randomize the order. Should we do 3 or 4 rounds? I don't know. All right, regardless. Give me 1 second. All right. I'm going to send the link in the chat real quick. I know it's not going to be too long. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update because today was the time between the wide receiver model and the running back model. So I'm going to be busy again, but I'm trying to do, I want to go back to doing weekly live streams just so I can hop on here, check in with you guys, say what's up. You know the vibe. All right, so let me grab this sleeper link real quick. Hey, what's good, Gavin? What's good, brother? All right, I'm copying the link now. I hope that works. All right, I got to claim a spot actually, and we're gonna randomize the order and go Snake. I don't know, man. I know a lot of people do it where like they do it linear, but I think Snake for a mock just makes it more fun. Like, why would you ever just go from the 112 and then just pick 212, 312, 412? I mean, I guess it's make it more realistic. Like, say you do have like the 105, 208, 305, 408 in your league, I suppose, or the 105, 205, 305, 405. But come on now, how are we doing, everybody? Bruh, something's weird on my sleeper. Oh, there we go. All right, so here's all the, all right, bet. Feel free to drop these in any Discord that you're in. I'll drop it in our Discord real quick. You said just here to make fun of your picks, bro. Bro, come on. Why must you do me like that, dude? I have a lot riding on this, Gavin. It's a draft in front of all these people, and you're just on here to make fun of me. Are we almost full at this point? Okay, 4. So I'll still put it in the Discord. Why not? Gavin, what'd you think of the trade I made with Danny today? Twitter was low-key flaming my ass. Had to take the poll down. All right, I'm gonna change the name to Rookie Mock Superflex Tight End Premium so people know what's going on. If you don't know shit, should you still hop in? It really doesn't matter. Say up to you, whatever you're comfortable with there, brother. And I know the Discord was saying they wanted to see a Dynasty Startup Mock, but I was running late today. All right, we need 2 more. 2 more. Let's go. Wow, Debo made a sleeper account. Derek with the sleeper account. I just got like free credits from Sleeper for putting Derek on. Love to see it. All right, 1 more, fellas. All right. Only problem with that 23 first. Damn it, I hate that it's like. I guess that kind of works. All right, so we got our 13. Hold on, let's randomize the order real quick. Boom. Oh, great! I love having the 110. It's gonna be so fun. But Gavin, you're saying value-wise it seemed fine, but I like your side for sure. 2 is a hard sell, and that 23 first is gonna be nice. The only problem with that 23 first is it's oh, I gotta start the draft. I'm an idiot. Only problem with that 23 first is it's Caruso's. So, I mean, Alex, like, I'd like to say in my head that, like, you know, he has all those running backs, maybe he could fall off at the end. But Danny was being very particular that if I was going to get a 23 first, it had to be Alex Caruso's. Hopefully his team kind of falls off. And I want to say he has like Cup and like 1 million running backs. We'll see. I think I'd be lucky for it to be like in like the 106 to 108 range. But I mean, I guess things are fairly random. What are the best Dynasty pods? I listen to Ragey Q, but that's pretty much it. I would say the Ron Stewart channel is very good. Ragey Q is very good. I like Matt Kelly over at the like Mind the Mansion show he does. Even the Breakout Finder show is not bad. I like Dynasty and Chill a lot by what's his name? Charles Chill or Scott Connor. I don't know. That's his user. Malik Willis at the 106 feels really early, fellas. Also Kenneth Walker at the 103. Now I haven't made the running back model, so I don't really have an idea of how the model values Kenneth Walker, but I can't imagine it's going to be good. Like, I'm not a very big fan of Kenneth Walker just because he doesn't catch passes. Is that Mixon in the Abbey? I'd have a tough time taking him at the 103. So Spiller, Coral. I can't say I even have the slightest idea of who I'll be taking here. I also put in the model that every wide receiver had first round draft capital, and Sky Moore, it spit out Sky Moore as the wide receiver 2, which is pretty wild. If Sky Moore can get first round draft capital, I would literally love him. I don't think he will. I think we'd be more lucky with like 2nd or 3rd. Yeah, Jamison Williams, Olave, Bell. Man. I'd say I hate this spot. For me, I think it's really close between Sam Howell and David Bell. Problem is I really haven't looked into to Sam Howell. It's hard with Sam Howell because if he got top 15 draft capital, I'd actually be very interested. I'm gonna go David Bell for now though. I like David Bell. He actually graded out really well in the model. I think it has him as like an elite, so 75% hit rate, assuming second round draft capital. Don't even really need him to be athletic. You said, where's all the Spiller hate coming from? It's coming from what's that guy's name? Noah More Parties and Nick Ercolano. They're definitely petting a lot of anti-Spiller stuff, but kind of for good reason. I'm still in the middle of making the running back model, so I don't have concrete takes on running backs after, like, I have Hall at 1, Spiller 2, pretty much right behind him, and then that's pretty much it. I want to see I've kind of tried to keep a clean slate with a lot of these rookies where I wanted to build the model, see what it says, and then kind of go from there and come with it as a clean slate. And then obviously I'll do some research, do some prospect highlight type videos. But yeah, Spiller's a guy I'm seeing a lot of hate. I'm interested to see kind of how he comes up. But I mean, at his size, like three years of like over 1,000 scrimmage yards, and he's probably gonna go in the second round and has decent size. I'm interested to see what he runs though. Look, I'm not a tape grinder at all, and I've had some tape grinders tell me, he kind of runs just fine. Damn it, I lost my train of thought. So Olave, Kyron Williams, Watson, Jahan Dotson. Out of these guys, I like Wandale. Olave. Man, I think 203 would probably be a spot where Wandale goes, right? Olave. I mean, Olave is somewhat interesting. I mean, he probably goes like first round, but I don't love like a senior wide receiver. Kyron Williams is somewhat interesting. Sky Moore is interesting. I'm gonna go. As long as is there any quarterbacks I'm missing? No, I'm not taking like Ritter or something. I'm gonna go Wando. I don't hate Wandale at all. I think he's pretty clean. I'm just hoping that he comes in above like 5'7". He can come in at like 5'9". I'll have no issues with Wandale. You said, Ron, you hyped for the combine? I'm big hyped for the combine. I can't wait to put some shapes and sizes to these names. I don't know. I'm thinking about watching some film, and I think every player breakdown I do, I plan to watch some like Dynasty Nerds film room just to kind of get a feel. I want to know how these players like kind of win. Their archetype. How do you create your models, or how can I create my own? Eventually, I'm going to open up the complete database to the Patreon. I think I might make like another tier for that, where you maybe pay a couple bucks more and you can get the whole database. It's really the way that I did it was a lot more elementary than like kind of guys that can do like R and Python and all that crazy shit. But for me, I just had a bunch of metrics that I really liked, and you want to put them all in the same playing field. So I made a grading system, 0 through 10 for every stat, and then you can kind of gauge what matters more than others, and then you can kind of make like maybe like 5 to 10 like really powerful stats by kind of blending things together and trial and error and that type of stuff. And then from those last maybe like 5 or 6 metrics, you can kind of blend them together, and it'll spit out a grade or a Z score or something like that. Now that's like maybe the most elementary way to explain what I did, but said McBride at 112 is bold. McBride at 112 is bold for sure. Howell 800 rushing yards last year. The worry with him is draft. Yeah, exactly. I like Sam Howell. If he literally went top 5, top 10, I would have him like probably in like the top 3 picks. Same with Malik Willis. I like Malik Willis and Sam Howell a lot. After that, like I guess I'm kind of into Matt Corral. I'm really just into whatever quarterbacks are going to go in the top 10. Derek said I'm so lost on this app. You said no, I haven't watched Noah's video, but I did like read his thread on kind of how he does like teammate type metrics and stuff, and it's really cool. I haven't dive into it yet. You said Spiller's going to be a difference maker in fantasy football. It's going to be needed to be as a pass catcher, and he's solid but not spectacular there. Now, Ray G will fight you on that, man. Ray G was saying that he's like the best receiving back. Hey now. I don't want to take words out of his mouth or put words in his mouth, but on he was on Mind of Mansion with Matt Kelly a few weeks ago, and he was saying that Isaiah Spiller is his running back one, and that he's a really good pass catcher. Now, obviously, I haven't even taken a look at the receiving yard market shares or anything like that. I'd probably cool on the stance that he's like a DeAndre Swift or Alvin Kamara type guy. But yeah, I got to look into it. I hope that he's athletic. To me, he looked slow. Like I haven't like grinded the all 22, but to me, when I saw a couple highlights of him, he looked slow. You said DKB. You said Wan'Dale is so fun to watch. Dude embraces contact unlike any wide receiver his size I've seen. Yeah, I like his game too. It was a little scary that he could be like Rondale Moore. It's really just going to come down to what he weighs in at. The combine is going to be interesting for him because some guys are saying that he's as short as Rondale at like 5'7". I think he's listed at like 5'9". If he can come in at 5'9", then I'm pretty interested. You said Wan'Dale, Austin, Burks are fun prospects, TBH. Now, I might sound like an idiot, but who's Austin? Is he wide receiver? You said I had to take an R class for statistics, and I was hyped because I thought I would be able to make models and analyze stats and stuff, but I ended up not understanding anything. Yeah, dude, R looks insane. R looks pretty freaking wild, man. Like, I haven't even tried my hand at it. Literally just stuck to Google Sheets. Now, I will say the guys that are out there that can use R can outscore my model for sure. There's just not a ton of them that can do it like super, super well. I think Larky's one of them. Ray said he's the best outside of Kyron Williams. He's like a 9% target share. Damn, bro. Is Isaiah Spiller literally like... I don't know. I have to see what he weighs in at the combine. But is he like... I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a kind of like a comp for Isaiah Spiller. No. Did you say his dad listens to the pods and that's why he's biased? Come on, bro. Chill. Oh, Calvin Austin. Dude, I actually I heard that he looked good at the Senior Bowl. I was watching shout out Cody Carpentier. That's the dog. But I think he was at the Senior Bowl. He was talking about Calvin Austin. Dude, they were writing glowing reviews about him. I think he's pretty interesting. I also think he's going to come in as no, he won't. If he comes in at 5'7", he's not a dynamic beta. He's too small. Calvin Austin is fun. Because I actually like I spreadsheet scouted him last year. He was in my database from last year, and then he didn't early declare. But he is interesting. The Senior Bowl guys were saying that he, for his size, he was doing fine. He's interesting though. Oh, there goes Calvin Austin. What do we think about Wedemeyer? I don't have an opinion on these tight ends. I would love to get some athletic, metrics on these guys. Like, is Trey McBride gonna test well? If Trey McBride can run like a sub 4.7, I'm in. You said you're pretty high on Spiller, Bush from Stock Exchange, and Ray GQ both like him a lot. You a film guy, Brock? I haven't even seen what he looks like in the spreadsheets yet. But yeah, you're right. Ray G and Bush do like Spiller, but pretty much BDG has been peddling the anti-Spiller stuff recently. Wow. So we're getting at a spot in the draft where it gets pretty ugly. Isn't Emeka Emezi? Isn't he like a Devi guy? No, he's not. I'm an idiot. Man, I don't know if they got enough prospects for a 4-round mock, fellas. Oh, I have heard about. Man, so we are now in a range of wide receivers that I literally don't even know. Again, fellas, I'm going to be throwing together some rookie rankings and all that once the models are finished. Literally finding my picture of the wide receiver rankings right now. Jeez, man. Jeez. It's February, fellas. You can't expect me to know the complete backstory on who is this? Who's Calvin Jackson? Is Calvin Jackson even going to get drafted? He said, I like McBride 1, then Dolich more than the tight end at Texas A&M. He said, no more parties, hates Spiller, and that's all I need to know. What do you mean by that, Chandler? You think he's good or bad, Noah? I got a lot of respect for his work. Damn, I was gonna take Desmond Ridder. Man, oh man. I'm kind of into Zamir White. I'm kind of into Khalil Shakur. Man. I feel like Sleeper might even be like hiding people down here. I've heard about Keontae Ingram. What do we think about Keontae Ingram, fellas? I'm gonna go at this point. I just like running backs. I don't have any running backs that I have even scouted past Spiller and Hall. So we're gonna go Zamir White. I know Fusu loves Zamir White. You said, I feel like McBride going round 1 and Weidermeyer going round 3 is too big of a gap at this point. Yeah, I agree. They should probably both be like late seconds, early thirds. Yeah, that's why I won Zamir White. I know he was a good prospect coming out of high school. He's interesting. Yeah, we probably could have done a 3-round on this, dude. Holy. Without draft capital or measurements or anything, man, like it gets we are fully in the dark right now. He said RBs you want at cost in this class, Breece Hall and Kyron Williams. Yeah, I like both of them too. But you said you're gonna head out. All right, I'll see you, man. He said Calvin Jackson sounds like the NCAA Road to Glory generic character. Dude, literally. I've never heard of him. I've heard of Khalil. What school? Do they have like schools and stuff even at this point? Khalil Shakur went to Boise. Is he an early declare? Were any of these guys early declares, man? Oh, man. This is where it gets, like, I don't even know who these people are. I will say, man, Harry C30, that Desmond Ridder pick was so good. If I could have gone Ridder at 310, I would have been really happy about it. Man, I can't, like, I know Mika Mezzi. Who else do I know from this range? Is Algier already gone? Yeah. Okay, I've heard of Keontae. I've heard of Max Borghi. I've heard of Tyler Batty. Isn't Tyler Batty not bad? I don't know why he's all... I've heard of Bo Melton, Rutgers boy. I've heard of Abram Smith as well. Dude, these rankings are bad. These rankings are literally trash. Is Bailey Zapp interesting? Kennedy Brooks even? There's a lot of guys that are like, why are they behind Travell Harris? Who is Travell Harris? All right, but you said I love Noah's work, super thorough, easy to read and engage with. He doesn't like Spiller compared to the consensus, so I'm rocking with Noah. Yeah, I agree. Noah, I got a lot of respect for Noah's work. Dude, I don't even know how he comes up with his running back metrics, where he compares like breakaway run rate within like the same backfield. You said Carpentier loves McBride. I'm not shocked. You said thoughts on Alec Pierce. The model has him right at the bottom end of silver. Not super interested in Alec Pierce, if I'm being honest. What, he's like a senior? I could kind of be interested in Alec Pierce at this range. I'm really just in rookie drafts, unless there's a guy that really sticks out. I would rather just take a running back. It's a lot easier for them to ascend and accrue value, in my opinion. If I can find a running back I've heard of, that's where I'm going. Yeah, let's go Keontae Ingram. I've heard a lot. I think Noah likes Keontae a lot. I could be wrong, but I thought I saw him hype him up a little bit. I feel like maybe he was a decent prospect or a decent recruit. Said Khalil Shakur profile similar to the Cup. I got to look into a lot of these small guys, to be honest with you, man. I haven't fully even got into the weeds on guys like Alec Pierce, Romeo Dubes, Khalil Shakur. I will say the model likes Khalil Shakur. I mean, like, comparatively. It has him ahead of Justin Ross and Jalen Tolbert. Khalil Shakur. And that's with all of them having third-round draft capital. Is Khalil Shakur so he's a Boise State guy? You said you were thinking to yourself, Ron hasn't posted in a while. Now, I will say, fellas, I got into it earlier on in the video, why I haven't been posting as recently, but by mid-March, I'll be back to almost daily, fellas. I needed to take some time to recharge, and then I realized I wanted to really pump out some cool stuff for you guys, because I could just, turn on the camera, ramble about player X for the day, and I could easily, just mail it in, clock out. But I really want to have, some special stuff going on the channel. You said Beatty is good from Mizzou. Yeah, I thought he was good too. Jerome Ford. Did Jerome Ford go already? Yeah, he did. Master Teague is interesting. I've heard about Rucker. I feel like Rucker was a really good I feel like he was a good recruit. Said it feels weird that guys like Spiller are pretty much my age. I'm so used to everyone in the draft being older than me. I feel you, bro. Or I guess I'm 20, so I'm younger. Or am I? Maybe like a year younger than Brees. You said Zappy is like a third. Is it Zappy or Zap? I literally don't know. He's like a third to fourth round prototype backup QB. He's skilled and generally polished, but lacks arm strength. I'm trying to think. What? He's kind of like a Davis Mills. Olave might be like Hollywood Brown this year, deep threat wide receiver that will get first round draft capital, but falls. I'd have to see. I think Marquise Brown was an early declare. That was really the only difference. If Olave came out a year earlier, I think I would have liked him more. You said Noah did say he likes Keontae Ingram, wrote a full-length piece on him titled, KJ is better than your favorite running back. Okay. You said, I'd love that I was originally down on Olave because of late declare status and because I was frustrated. I don't know why he'd return to school, but I'm loving the value he's at now. Late first, early two. Yeah, I don't mind him in this range. I think I could have probably taken him at 3. But, what can I say? So Bad Egos. I like Haskins from Michigan. I've heard of him. Yeah, I do agree. I think late first isn't really where I'm interested in taking a swing on Olave, but in this range, Olave does kind of feels nice. I would say like 4 or 3. Even early 2. I like Olave and Wandale there. Pickens too. I don't know what to think about Jamison Williams. He just tore his ACL. When you come back from an ACL, you kind of suck in the immediate year after. Feel like it's going to be very easy for him to faceplant. But maybe I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it the wrong way. But that's just what it seems like to me. He's not a great prospect on paper. He'll come in. I mean, does he play week 1 after tearing his ACL in the championship game? I feel like probably not. I mean, I don't know. If he gets first round draft capital, he'll be fine, but you said Jeremiah has him going to Buffalo in the new mock. I would love that, man. Him across from Diggs would be interesting. All right, so there we are. David Bell, Zamir White, Keontae Ingram. I think Malik Willis went a little bit later than he should have. I think Malik Willis probably could have been a pick. I don't know. For me, outside of like Wilson, London, Burks, the 2 big running backs, I mean, I would probably take Willis over Spiller. I'd probably take him over Walker for sure. It's just tough without knowing draft capital. If he gets second round draft capital, then he should probably be here. If he gets like top 5 draft capital, then he's like my 101. So it's hard to figure out. I'm gonna go back to full screen, fellas. I'm gonna try my best between now and we start posting regularly again to hop on here minimum once a week to stream and do something like this, an underdog mock draft, something like that. But wanted to let you guys know what I've been up to. I've been grinding my ass off in these spreadsheets. I'm telling you guys, the process is refined. It's so nice. The model is going to lead the way. Now, obviously, I'm not going to just go directly off what the model says, but it's going to be nice to be able to contextualize what's going on with the numbers, say, because I used to have, like, we're going to eventually go into what I've learned from the model, but I used to think, you want early declare, but you want like a 20-year-old early declare, a 21 early declare, a 22 early declare should get a ding. That's not what I saw. I saw pretty much anybody that's an early declare is good. I use both age adjusted and experience adjusted, so we can get into that. But there's a lot of cool stuff that I kind of learned through the process of building this thing. So really, really happy with it. Really, really proud of it. Moving on to the running backs tomorrow. Going to do a huge rollout on the Patreon. Going to do a huge overhaul and some stuff. So a lot of really cool stuff planned, but by pretty much the week after the combine, we should be back to our regularly scheduled program where I start posting a bunch on the channel. Now, I love you guys. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.